Las Vegas is known for constantly reinventing itself, not for keeping its history around. But one place continues to hang on to history and houses everything around us. 13 Action News' Jordan Gartner shares the natural wonders on display at Vegas's own Natural History Museum.
In a town that's always changing, it's nice we can all take a step back and appreciate the natural world of where we live. The Las Vegas Natural History Museum is celebrating 30 years on Las Vegas Boulevard, and it continues to allow visitors to learn while taking a step back in time.
We are celebrating our 30th anniversary still. We were incorporated July 12th, 1991. We started as a really small museum founded by a group of volunteers, and today we're a state and federal repository. We're accredited by the American Alliance of Museums, which only 6% of museums in the US are. We're a Smithsonian affiliate, and we have 40,000 square feet of exhibits that range from ancient Egypt to dinosaurs to Africa.
You'll feel like a world traveler during your visit, discovering dinosaurs, marine life, and ancient Egypt.
We really enjoy taking people on a trip to see the wonders of the world whenever they're here. We also have prehistoric mammals as well as dinosaurs, which is always a crowd favorite, ancient Egypt, a working paleontology lab, an early man exhibit.
And of course, Nevada is proudly on display at the museum, as visitors of all ages can get to know and experience our desert landscape, including some items that have been buried for some time.
Wild Nevada exhibit features different flora and fauna from within 100 miles of the museum itself. One of the treasures that we have here is our paleontology lab. So we actually are a state and federal repository for Nevada, and when we were established as such, we were able to bring home Nevada's fossils that had been in storage in other states. So you can come into our lab and see what folks are working on and see those ties to our local area.
The Natural History Museum has been a part of the Las Vegas community for 3 decades, thanks to volunteers and its strong connection with the community.
Everything that you see here is created by the community through community fundraising and also through donations. So we've been really fortunate having a couple of foundations like the Inglestad Foundation or the Gary Prim family donate to make these exhibits possible, but it's also grant funding and individual donors who just love this museum.
And not only can visitors view the different artifacts and exhibits, but the museum prides itself in being able to teach those who visit.
We focus on lifelong learning here, so we really develop activities and workshops that are focused on families. So bring your children. Like I said, we've got 40,000 square feet of air-conditioned space for the summertime, heated space in the wintertime, but we also have fun hands-on activities that everyone can participate in to really inspire a love and appreciation of the natural world, the sciences, and ourselves.
A team of 20 helps bring the museum and its exhibits to life, along with several volunteers who have been behind the museum since its start.
It's a variety of folks that have donated over the years. Actually, our founding executive director, Marilyn Gillespie, just retired this past July after we marked our 30th anniversary. And she was one of the original volunteers that had started the museum. And so in celebration of her legacy here, we were looking back through some old photos and things like that. And literally, she was the driving force for this museum. We have been very fortunate to have such a welcoming community and a community that really wants a natural history museum. We are small but mighty and very volunteer based, but we have about 20 staff members, and that's it to make all of this happen. We do, of course, work with some contractors as well, but a lot of us wear different hats and make sure that every donation that comes to the museum, every item that's donated is cared for beautifully, and that we're good stewards of the investment that the community is making in us.
Las Vegas Boulevard is full of entertainment and lights, but its history is not forgotten, also on the boulevard.
We are very proud to be down here in the Cultural Corridor in Ward 5. We have really strong relationships with our neighbors, the Neon Museum up the street, and then the Historic Mormon Fort National Park right next door. So literally, we are the history of Vegas right here.
Reporting, Jordan Gartner, 13 Action News.